Hi everyone, Troy Martin, TM Fitness and Body Type Nutrition. So let's talk about low calorie diets. So a big mistake that a lot of people make when they first put themselves onto a diet or they start a new health kick, for instance, is that they dramatically cut down on the volume of food that they're eating and dramatically increase the amount of activity and exercise that they're doing. So this has a negative effect in that it creates such a large calorie or energy deficit that your body just can't function optimally. So there's kind of two sides to this, because sometimes we see people are reporting very low calories, but there's no weight loss, which would indicate that they're not actually eating the low volume of food that they believe they are. They're misreporting it, misrecording it in some way. And this is a really common thing. There's tons of research on this. It's particularly prevalent with overweight people or people who are new to sort of dieting and tracking calories. And quite simply, all that's happening there is that they're misjudging the amount of food that they're eating. They're misreporting it. They're not quite understanding the information on the packets. The information in the app that they're using might be wrong. They're not weighing food out. They're guessing. They're missing out little things. So you miss out you miss out some cooking oil. You don't track that. You don't track the sugar that you put in your tea. Little things like that, and it soon mounts up over the day. Sometimes it might be things like you record a teaspoon of oil when you've actually used a tablespoon of oil, and the difference there is like 150 calories, something like that. So it's easy to see, how easy it is to miss these important bits of information. What the research shows us, and what I found in my personal experience, that if this is the case, if it is underreporting, that it's quite common to be underreporting by a minimum of 1,000 calories. And yes, a minimum of 1,000 calories per day. I've seen it where a client has been out by at least 50%. So they think they're eating 1,400 calories and they're actually eating 2,800 or more. For more active people, the mistake, and this is often exacerbated in gyms, the kind of the culture in the gym of doing lots of high intense exercise classes, and there's a little bit of an ego thing to it. Oh, I've done 3 classes today, I've done 3 hours of exercise, and then these people are putting themselves on highly restrictive diets. Often it's a very low carbohydrate diet, which is kind of ridiculous. If you're doing a lot of high intensity exercise, you need a lot of carbohydrates to fuel your muscles. So you can see why it's then easy to create this problem where you've got this excessive calorie deficit, and then your body just stops working. So how do you know if you're underreporting or under-eating? If you're underreporting, then the results won't match the numbers. So if you think you're eating 12, 14, 15, 1600 calories a day and you're putting weight on, you're probably not eating that little amount. You're probably eating more than that. So you need to get a little bit smarter, a little bit more analytical about the way that you're tracking your food. If you're doing a lot of exercise and you're eating very little, you'll notice it. You'll know, because for a start, the weight will fall off you. You're not going to get fatter by eating less. You're going to get thinner, but you're going to start breaking down muscle fiber. You're going to be losing muscle, and water is a lot of the weight rather than body fat. So you're effectively getting skinny fat, if you like. So the body fat is staying the same, but the muscle is reducing, and that's the weight loss that you're seeing, which is dangerous because it's going to slow your metabolism down. It's going to make you weaker. It's going to affect your workout. So if you start seeing that your workout performance is suffering, if you're not hitting the heights that you want to, if you're using any kind of electronic analytics of that, and you see your heart rate peaks are dropping, even though you feel like your rate of perceived exertion is very high, that's a sure sign that you're under eating and under recovering. Other signs that you're under eating and under recovering will be your sleep will be affected. You'll be getting insomnia. You might be waking up multiple times in the night. You might get joint pain. If you're female, you might see your menstrual cycle stop. If you're a male, you might experience libido problems. It throws out the balance of your hormones, so a lot of stuff goes wrong. So you will know if you're overtraining and under eating, so you're under recovering, you will know, because your body will be telling you this, and this is why you need to listen to what your body tells you. So that's kind of that in a nutshell. Under reporting or under eating, there's 2 distinct differences. So you learn to recognize the difference and make sure that if it is a case of undereating and overtraining, that because you're just throwing in more and more and more training, take your foot off the pedal. Stop punishing yourself. Ask yourself what you're running from, because if that's the kind of punishing regime you're putting yourself through, and you're not an elite athlete, then you've got a few questions that you need to ask yourself. Okay, guys, I hope that was useful for you. If you've got any questions, put them in the box. Click like, share, subscribe, all that funky stuff, and I'll see you again soon. Laters.